Have you thought about taking a trip to Anacortes, Washington, but you're not sure what to do or where to even start? Well, all things Anacortes is exactly what we're covering in this video. I'm real estate expert Leah Courage. I live in Anacortes, and today we are covering the top things to do when you visit Anacortes, Washington. Before we get started, if you have thought of moving here or you're planning on selling your property here, please reach out to me as I'd love to work with you so that you can achieve your real estate goals. My contact information is below. Now let's get started. While there are way more awesome things to do in Anacortes than what I'm about to share, I'm covering a smattering of some of my top recommendations in this video. These apply whether you live close by or whether you're visiting and just want some fun activities. These are in no particular order of importance, so let's dive in and start with my personal favorite, parks. The first in our list is Deception Pass State Park. There are so many things to do and see at this park that you could spend multiple days exploring all the beaches and trails and forests and still not have seen all of it. I would start at the historic Deception Pass Bridge that you can walk out onto if you don't have a fear of heights, that is, to get spectacular views and photos to both the east and the west. Just before the bridge, you have Bowman Bay, a wonderful portion of the park that has a huge parking lot, a sprawling beach, lovely hiking trails, a playground, and a massive grassy lawn for kids. And it has overnight camping spots where you can drive up to, grills where you can bring your own charcoal and have a grill right over the beach. And best of all, it faces west so that you can watch the sunset from this beach. Definitely do not miss this park. Next is Washington Park and Sunset Beach. Washington Park is another state park, and it's on the very northwest side of Fidalgo Island past the ferry landing. There is a road that provides a gorgeous drive all the way around Washington Park, so if you have any kind of mobility issue, you can still enjoy the beauty of the woods and the coastline while staying in the comfort of your car. You can walk this road as well. It's very pedestrian friendly. And if you're a more advanced hiker, there are trails that run all through the park around that lead you to some of the most gorgeous views on all of Fidalgo Island. They're my personal favorite hiking trails anywhere on Fidalgo, and that's saying something because I'm really picky. You also have Sunset Beach alongside the park, which has covered picnic areas, outdoor grills, benches, a large green lawn, a playground, and a super long shoreline. It's perfect for beachcombing. It's great for kids and families, an impromptu picnic, a little campfire, you name it. There's also overnight car camping at Washington Park if you are so inclined. Next is Mount Erie in the Anacortes Community Forest Lands. Mount Erie is absolutely incredible. And it's the highest point in Anacortes at 1,273 feet tall, and it has the best lookout of anywhere on the whole island. You can hike all the way up by starting at any number of trailheads like the Whistle Lake or Sugarloaf Mountain trailheads, but don't worry, because if you're not inclined to hike, you can drive all the way to the very top, where you'll find a large parking lot and a very short walk to two main lookouts, one of which looks south and west, and another of which looks to the east. It is breathtaking and absolutely worth your while to visit, especially on a sunny or otherwise clear day. Just make sure that your phone is full of juice, because trust me when I say you are going to want to take some photos. If you fly a drone, even better. Next is whale watching. Anacortes is a world-renowned place for whale watching, especially during the spring and summer months when the orcas and gray whales migrate through the Salish Sea right next door. There are several awesome companies that provide guided tours out of Anacortes so that you can experience these incredible creatures up close. And these are tours like Island Adventures, Blackfish Tours, Anacortes Whale Watching, Blue Kingdom Whale Watching Tours, Spirit of Orca Whale Watching, and several more. I've linked to a number of the best whale watching operations in the description, and it's well worth your time. There are larger operations with really big boats all the way down to much smaller, more intimate tours. It just depends on what you're looking for. Whatever the case though, experiencing these majestic behemoths is a total must. Next is the Anacortes Farmers Market. You can experience this lovely farmers market during the warmer months on Saturdays between 9 a.m. and 2 p.m. The reason you want to check it out, because the Skagit Valley is known for its produce. You can find exquisite fruits, veggies, plant starts, breads, meats, pies, honey, and so much more, and it's all produced right here in the Skagit County. There's usually live music, fresh flowers to buy, local artisans, and it's a 3-minute walk away from downtown. Next is exploring Old Town Anacortes. The business district of Anacortes stretches all the way along Commercial Avenue, but the old and historic downtown section of town begins around 10th and Commercial, and it heads north towards the Guaymas Channel. It's definitely worth it to park your car and explore the shops and restaurants that are scattered throughout Old Town, and also enjoy the sights of beautiful historic buildings while you're at it. Anacortes is also home to hundreds of artists, so you'll find a lot of opportunity downtown to buy unique art and souvenirs. And there are also bookshops, cafes, restaurants, smoothie bars, jewelry shops, and so much more. Especially if it's raining or it's otherwise bad weather, exploring the shops in downtown Anacortes is an excellent way of spending an afternoon. Next is enjoying Anacortes' many festivals. Anacortes is home to more annual events than you can shake a stick at, and the town is really, really good at throwing festivals. We have everything from the famous Anacortes Arts Festival in August to Beer on the Pier in October, all about, you guessed it, beer, to the 4th of July parade, and absolutely everything in between. These festivals tend to be either on the waterfront or in Old Town Anacortes, where they shut down the streets, and they bring in tens of thousands of visitors every single year. My recommendation, head over to the Anacortes Chamber of Commerce calendar on their website to see what festivals are coming up. You will not be disappointed. Finally, and this isn't exactly Anacortes specific, but it's a good one, take a ferry ride into the San Juan Islands from the Anacortes Ferry Terminal. The Washington State Ferries have multiple sailings every day to the San Juan Islands, and if you've never taken a ferry before, it's totally worth it. If you plan on making a day trip out of it, I recommend walking onto a morning ferry sailing and heading over to Friday Harbor on San Juan Island. The reason being that the ferry will drop you off right in downtown Friday Harbor, where there is a ton of shopping, restaurants, sightseeing, museums, and tons more to do. If you're heading to Orcas or Lopez Island, my highest recommendation is to drive your car onto the ferry, as they don't drop you off in the downtown areas of those islands, and there's not much right at the ferry landing for foot passengers. The ferry ride itself also is a total blast, and it's great for kids. It's also not uncommon to see orca whales during the warmer months straight from the ferry. So whatever amount of time your schedule allows for, taking a day to ride the ferries and explore the waters around the San Juan Islands will be well worth it. Thank you so much for watching, and if you enjoyed this video, please give it a like and a comment below, and I will respond. And for more Anacortes content and more real estate content, please subscribe to this channel where I put out new videos every week. And also, if you want the real insider opinions, sign up for my free newsletter below, where I go into even more detail on all things Western Washington. And if you're thinking of buying or selling a property here, please reach out to me. My contact information is also below, as I would love to help you achieve your real estate goals. It's also below, as I would love to help you achieve your real estate goals. I'm Leah Courage, your local real estate expert here in Western Washington. Keep an eye out for more videos, and I will see you next time.